Hello and welcome to the Potty Mouth Preacher, transforming women's minds, bodies, and souls one trigger at a time so you no longer carry the weight of the past into the present. I am Lisa Cizak, your host. On today's episode, we are talking about burnout. What to do if you are just burnt out, pulled into a million different directions. This is especially good for coaches, entrepreneurs, healers, anyone in the helping industry. Stay tuned. I gotcha. As always, I'm going to help you shift gears. This is one of the ways you can prevent burnout, by the way. Let's just jump right in, right? Because especially if you work on Zoom, right, like I do, and like many coaches and healers and entrepreneurs do, if you work on Zoom and you're in your office and then you clock out, right, you go out, and your family's out there and they're like, hey, mom, hey, Lisa, the dogs are barking, right? Everyone's going crazy because mommy's out of her office, out of the Zoom call. And you try to instantly go into that part of your life, right? Meaning like, what are we having for dinner? And get the kids here and get the kids a bath, or, figuring out whatever it is. People are dumping their day on you. Instead of doing that, do what I have you do in here, right? Shift gears. It doesn't even take that long. So you could literally just play back what I have you do on every podcast episode to help you shift gears before you open that door, before you turn off Zoom, before you open up the door, shift gears. If you work outside the home, or if you're a student, right? Even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you can do this, right? Shift gears. You've been a stay-at-home mom. You're doing all your mom things all day. You got baby food in your hair. You've got, kids tugging at you all day long. Then your husband wants sex. Oh, instead of that, shift gears. Give yourself a few, 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes to just breathe and shift gears, tapping into yourself, what you actually need and want in that moment before you go jump into bed with your husband, before you go, jump into your kids' world and their day. So let's pretend that you just did that. I don't know what you were doing before this. So if you were doing, surely you were doing something before this, right? So let's help you shift gears. Before you come into this episode, let's have you just close your eyes. I'm going to take you through a little deeper one today, actually, because this is part of my Healing Burnout episode. So go ahead and close your eyes and give me 3 deep cleansing breaths in. Each exhale, just feel yourself sinking deeper into the surface that you're sitting on or laying on. And 2 more deep cleansing breaths. 1 more. Pretend like your device has a trap door on the back of it, and you are going to just throw out, literally with your hand, throw out all the roles and responsibilities that you are happy to play today, right? But you're going to leave them on the outside of this device because you're shifting gears. You don't need them anymore in here, and you're shifting to something else. So all of your roles and responsibilities as mom, wife, grandma, granddaughter, aunt, friend, employee, employer, student, coach, entrepreneur, whatever those roles and responsibilities are that you play in your life every day that you were doing before you entered this, leave them on the outside of the device. They'll be there when you get out of here. Don't worry, they're not going anywhere. And I know you got stuff weighing heavy on your heart from the day. So leave that on the outside of the device also. Any doubt, anxiety, fear, jealousy, resentment, anger, frustration, overwhelm, burnt out, pulled into a million different directions, any negative tapes you have going on in your head. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I'll never be this. If only I had this. Coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Leave all those on the outside of your device. You're not going to need them in here. And just notice the temperature of the room on your skin. Notice any noises you might hear either inside or out, or on my end. Notice any smells in the room. Notice how your body feels against the chair you're sitting in, the couch you're sitting in, the surface that you're in. Notice any taste in your mouth. Notice your breathing, just simply allowing your breath to be, not forcing it to be one way or another way, not judging it, just noticing it. And do a body scan starting from your toes all the way to the crown of your head. Noticing any areas that feel tense, tight, warm, tingly, any sensations you feel in your body. Just simply noticing them, allowing them to be, not forcing them to be any other way but what they really feel like. And sending those areas some love if they need some love. Maybe you're already feeling some feelings of relaxation, tapping into that. How do you know you're getting more relaxed? Where are you feeling that in your body? And now I want you to set your intention for how you want to feel during this episode and when you get out, knowing what you still need to do the remainder of the day and the evening. Setting your intention for how you want to feel. Remembering you and only you get to control this. No one else gets to control this. Only you get to control this. No one else can make you feel any way. You get to decide. So maybe you do have something you're dreading when you get off this episode. Saying, okay, I'm dreading doing this, and not but, because but means forget what I just said. Now I'm going to tell you how I really feel. So we're not brushing how we really feel under the rug. We're saying, I'm dreading this, and I'm choosing to do it focused, quickly, and efficiently. See the difference? Or I'm choosing to be at peace with dreading it. And just take an inhale and inhale your intention so it seeps through every cell of your body so you carry it with you the remainder of the day. And now I want you to name 3 things that you're grateful for, making sure one of those things is something that has not happened yet, but you believe with all your heart and soul, if it's God's will, it is going to happen, and if it's in your best interest. And just on an inhale, inhaling all that love and gratitude and your intention that you just said, allowing it to flow through every cell of your body so you carry it with you the rest of the day. Remembering that no matter what happens in your life, you can always find at least 3 things that you are grateful for. Adding in that one that hasn't happened yet because you pray believing. And now I want you to state your powerful I am statement at least 3 times. If you need a refresher, go back to the beginning episode of this podcast or go to the I am process to review that. For right now though, whatever comes to mind, I am peaceful, I am confident, I am a daughter of God, I am a divine being. I'm energized. Whatever it is you really desire, how do you want to feel? That is your powerful I am statement. And it's not the words don't matter. It's the energy behind the words. It's you believing with all your heart and soul. What's it going to feel like to be energized, to be confident, to have peace amid the storm? And really see yourself in your mind going about your day being this I am statement. Feeling this way. What are people saying to you? What is your self-talk? What does it feel like to be this I am? Maybe you stand up a little taller, pull your shoulders back. You're walking, you look in the mirror and you say, I really am beautiful. I really am at peace. So now take an inhale, inhaling the love, the gratitude, your intention for the day, and your powerful I am statement, allowing it to flow through every cell of your body. So you carry that with you during this episode and when you get out of this episode. And then slowly open up your eyes. Welcome back to the Potty Mouth Preacher. So that's my gift to you. You can do that. If you do that every single day, you will actually prevent burnout. I do this every session with my clients, private clients, every session in Worthy Woman Healing Group. On the retreat, we do a lot of different varieties of this type of thing to prevent burnout, to give you just a few minutes where you just focus on yourself. And you'll just be yourself instead of all these roles and responsibilities that you're happy to play every day. Sometimes you just need a break. You don't actually need to go on vacation like you think you do, right? If you keep doing this every single day, you won't need a vacation. You'll just want to travel, right? You just want to experience different things. You won't feel like, oh my God, I need a vacation. That's not a good vibe. So let's move on to celebrations. So celebrations are those seemingly insignificant steps along the way, evidence that you are being the woman that God created you to be, that you are taking steps leading you to your bigger vision. Celebrations are also crucial to preventing burnout. There's a reason I do this every podcast, right? It's not because I have time to fill. I need, what am I going to do with these people? What am I going to say to them for an hour? No, it's because I want you to start incorporating this into your life because I have witnessed firsthand in myself first, of course, right? In my own family with my daughter and with my clients, of course. I've witnessed firsthand how shifting gears, gratitude, setting your intention, the powerful I am statements, and celebrations transform you, right? They transform your mind, body, and soul, meaning you start acting different. You start behaving different. You start thinking different. That should have been first, right? And I'm shooting on myself. You start thinking different, then you start acting different, then you start behaving different, then you start making different decisions, and you get choosy about who you allow into your life. And before you know it, you are waking up every day saying, yes, I love my life. I can't wait to see what God has in store for me today. You're not afraid of triggers. You're not afraid of your feelings. You're not afraid of other people, right? Doing this, that, and the other thing to you because you have taken care of yourself in this way. This is one way. These are many ways of preventing burnout. So celebrations are important because how many times, drop in comments, if you lay your head on the pillow at night, tell me the truth. Do you lay your head on the pillow at night and beat yourself up? Oh, I shouldn't have drank that wine. I said I was going to eat healthy. Oh, I shouldn't have had that, pizza. I said I was going to eat healthy. Oh, I said I was going to be more patient with my kids and I yelled at them. Oh, I said I wasn't going to get sucked into the drama at work and yet here I am. You can go on and on and on, right? I said I was going to go to the gym and I didn't. We lay our head on the pillow at night beating ourselves up. How is that working for you? Huh? How's it working for you? Probably not so good, right? Drop in comments if beating yourself up has been a great experience for you, leading you to realizing all of your goals and dreams and visions. No. So I want you to start. Again, this is going to prevent burnout because instead of beating yourself up, you can actually look. I have my clients when they first start with me write stuff down, right? They write to me in Voxer because when you are a private client with me, you get me 24/7. You get to text me. And one of the things I have you do is write down your celebrations for that day so that when you get into our session and I ask you, what are your celebrations for today? You're not like, nothing. I just suck and I've done nothing right for an entire week since I saw you, right? Because that's usually what happens. So to stop that, prevent that, I say, okay, let's every day write at least 3 celebrations. So it might be, I drank enough water today. Hey, I got enough sleep last night, right? I washed my face last night. Things like that. I have a whole episode on that also, non-negotiables. Very, very important to preventing burnout. Figure out that one thing that you need to do every single day so you show up optimally. Another way of looking at that is what is the one thing, if you don't do it, you go down a rabbit hole, right? You just go down this rabbit hole and your day just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And that's really when you lay your head on the pillow at night and say, I did nothing right today. I just fucking suck. So go back and watch that. Put your own oxygen mask on first. I think it's like episode 3. I've laid the foundation for you. Go back and listen to like the first 5 episodes. I've laid the foundation for you to preventing burnout in those. I'm just summarizing here. Before the next episode, when I have on my guest who actually did experience some burnout and she made a comeback. I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so celebrations. Again, those seemingly insignificant steps that you take every day. So for me, evidence that I am being the woman that God created me to be, that I'm living, optimally, that I'm heading towards my visions and my goals and my dreams and my desires, are that I am taking care of myself. We're in the middle of moving right now, right? Drop in comments if you feel me on moving. We've moved so much, I'm so over it, right? However, this move is a little different because I'm learning to take care of myself, meaning I'm still getting enough sleep. I'm still waking up every morning and reading the Bible. And then I reflect on what I read. And then I say prayers, having that quiet, reflective time, no matter what. I am doing this in the midst of moving. I'm also starting this new Worthy Woman Healing group that's starting in August, right? I still have private clients and I'm doing a retreat next year. So I have all these other things on top of moving, right? Yet I'm still showing up for myself every single day. So I'm celebrating that. So let's get into the real talk now. Burnout. So in the next episode, I have this woman named Melissa coming on, who's a coach also. And we met in Tatiana's group, actually. I already had Tatiana on, my coach. And she has an amazing story because she represents kind of the worst fear, right, that even I have. Like I had to really reflect. I had to do a lot of healing before I even interviewed her because I'm like, shit, that's like my worst fear. What she did like she intentionally decided is one of my worst fears. And I think every coach and entrepreneur and healer, anyone in this type of work can relate to this, right? Maybe massage therapists, counselors, because we are so busy giving, we can get very burnt out ourselves, right? To the point where maybe you say to yourself, it'd be easy being a garbage man. I think I talk about that in the upcoming episode. But I've gone through that, right? Like It'd be easier to just be a garbage man. All I have to do is drive the little truck around, pick up people's trash, right? And go home at night. I don't have to deal with marketing. I don't have to deal with, giving of my soul, right, to clients. There's a lot that goes into. If you are an entrepreneur or a coach or a healer, a business owner, drop in comments. That's me, do a little hand raise so that we know who you are. And say, is it easy for you, right? Have you ever felt burnt out? Do a little flame if you've ever felt burnt out. And when I had that moment of I could be a garbage man, well, I can't be a garbage man because I'm a woman. And yes, I'm sure of that. That's a whole nother episode. I had this epiphany. I was like, wait a minute. I already take out people's emotional garbage. I already do that. I don't need to become a garbage man. I already am a garbage woman. I help women release their emotional trash. I carry it away for them, right? And so the issue can be, though, is when you are helping other people release their garbage, you can take it on yourself, number one, right? Or stop caring for yourself. And all those ways that I talked about, right? Those are all things that I actually do. But Melissa's story is interesting because she was just feeling, you'll hear her story in the next episode. She was just feeling so burnt out she just felt like it was a chore, right? Drop in comments if you can relate to this. Have you ever woken up to go to your job, whatever your job might be, and be like, no, I've never felt that. I guess I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because of all these things that I teach you to do that I do for myself, right? But that's where she was. She was in this feeling. And she felt like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to do something mindless. I don't want to have to think so much. I don't have to deal with people's emotions. And she was in the fitness and health field, which can, how many of you think it's easy to lose weight? Have you ever lost weight? Or maybe you're a weight loss coach or a personal trainer. It's not easy on either sides of those fences, right? And she realized waking up like this is not serving her. It's not serving her clients. And she did what I said, a lot of business owners, coaches, personal trainers, fill in the blank, right? It's their worst nightmare. She actually did stop doing her coaching business. She shut it down to become an Amazon driver. Yeah. And the reason I love her story and the reason I'm using this as how to prevent burnout is I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? Come closer because you're going to want to really hear what I'm saying. If you keep waking up going, I'm so burnt out. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. This is the foundation of my whole healing practice, right? Is lean into the pain, lean into the feeling. Don't be afraid to acknowledge and really feel what you are feeling inside. When we resist, it persists. Because if you resist it, if you pretend like it doesn't exist, if you pretend like you're not really feeling the way you're feeling, it's going to persist and grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it's going to have that ripple effect into the rest of your life. Maybe you're already experiencing that. I'm saying if you are burnt out, allow yourself to be burnt out. Allow yourself to feel the allow it. Accept it. Don't force it to be any different. What we do in our world today is keep going till you die. Give it everything. No. That is not what you are. You are not here to push yourself to death. That is not why you are here. Okay? So lean into the burnout. Lean into it and really hear what you're saying. What are you saying to yourself? Like Melissa, who I'm interviewing in the next episode, kept saying, I just want to do something mindless. I just want to do something mindless. Now, we all have bad days where maybe you wake up in that mood, right? But if it's something that you keep saying over and over and over again and keep feeling, I'm so burnt out over and over and over again. Maybe you don't even know you're burnt out. Maybe you're just waking up going, is it bedtime yet? Like counting down the hours till bedtime, right? Counting down the hours till your next day off. Counting down the hours till the weekend, to your next vacation. This is no way to live. These are all signs that you're burnt out. And I'm telling you, really listen to your body and what keeps coming up. Like for her, I just want to do something mindless. I just want to do something mindless. So guess what she did? She allowed herself, without judging herself, without feeling like a failure, without feeling like she was letting all of her clients down and her family down and fill in the blank down, she allowed herself the gift of giving herself actually what she needed. She didn't need to be burnt out every day. She absolutely didn't. That was not serving her clients, or anyone else. What she needed was what she kept saying, what she kept feeling. I just want to do something mindless. And she did it. She was an Amazon driver for an entire year, right? And now she's back stronger than ever, which you're going to see in the episode that we're going to do, the next episode. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe, like, rate, and review so more women can be healed in their mind, bodies, and souls, one trigger at a time. So your soul work is, first of all, if you're waking up going, all those things I said, right? Counting down the days till your day off, the weekend, till bedtime, it's a sign you're burnt out. And so what is it it's in there. It's in there. It's right on the surface, right? It's kind of like the I am statement, right? I just want to fill in the blank. What comes up for you? I just want to do something mindless. And allow yourself to do it. Lean into the feeling of being burnt out. Lean towards the pain. Lean towards because that's where you're going to find the answers of what you actually need to do to get yourself out of the feeling burnt out, to have a sense of peace of where you actually want to head and what you actually want to do right now. Because unless you want to keep waking up going, is it 10 o'clock yet so I can go to bed? Unless you like that, lean into it. We spend so much time avoiding our feelings. Our fears are really fears of our feelings. You're not afraid to give yourself a break, right? Like that woman, she wasn't afraid to do something mindless. She was afraid of how she'd feel about it, feel like a failure, feel like she's letting people down, feel like fill in the blank. It's our feelings that we're afraid of. If we actually allow ourselves to feel the feelings, they miraculously just kind of go away. We get to a place of neutral, and it's like, oh, the skies open up. This is actually what I want to do. And you can have peace about it instead of beating yourself up about it. Remember to join Worthy Woman Healing Group. There's a whole group of women in there that are feeling burnt out and pulled into a million different directions and are like in their 50s and 60s and feeling like their kids are gone. And they're like, I have all these things I wanted to do, and yet I'm still doing this. And I'm helping them with that. I'm helping them get rid of all of the gunk inside so that they can actually have clarity on what they want and direction and how to get there. First, though, you gotta feel the yuck. That's the truth. Lean into how you're really feeling. Instead of turning away from the pain, instead of numbing out, instead of numbing out with food, alcohol, sex, binge watching Netflix, scrolling social media, lean into how you're actually feeling. Allow yourself to feel it, and you will be shocked at how the answers just kind of come, and they come, most importantly, with a sense of peace. And remember, no matter what, always and forever, you are worth it.